It's all about food today. That's my favorite broccoli and strawberry couple there. All right, traditionally dessert is the last part of the meal. It's also your last chance to make a good impression at your next dinner party. Sometimes it's not about the recipe, but technique and presentation. Here with some tricks of the pastry trade, please welcome Kristen Chefbaugh, pastry chef at Sorrel Urban Bistro. Hello there. Hi. We've had several chefs on the show, and a lot of the chefs say, when it comes to pastry, that's a whole other deal. That's a science.
It is. It is. I'm a scientist.
Why did you decide to do it?
I don't know. Growing up, I just was always sort of a chemist playing with different things, and also my mom, my grandmother, everybody taught me how to bake, so it's just been a very natural, easy thing for me to do.
All right. Sorrel is taking part in Restaurant Weeks as well, and is this one of the dishes that's going to be available?
Yeah, I've got 3 desserts available on the menu for the Houston Restaurant Week. All of them will be changing more than likely once or twice a week, just to keep up with our main concept at the restaurant's Blackboard menu. You know, we get what the farmers bring to us, and we make it great for everyone else.
Yeah.
And always using local ingredients and always using what's fresh
what's in season. Yeah. All right. Tell us what you're going to make here.
Well, actually, this is one of my tips. It's for vegan baking. It's an egg substitute. You can use flaxseed, which is, as we all know, high in omega-3s.
Right.
And I use it when I make cookies a lot of times if I don't want to use egg. And all you have to do is add water to about a tablespoon.
And that substitutes for an egg?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And the way that it works in the oven, it just works like an egg. You just whisk it up just like you're at the start. You know, I don't like using a lot of bowls, so I just mix it right in the beginning. And then you'll add your sugar, add your flour, bake it off, and yeah, it's a great cookie.
Because what egg helps to do, too, is make things a little fluffy.
Yep, yep. Kind of a leavener.
That one. Okay, what else do we have here?
One of my other tips is gluten-free baking. That's been a huge kind of coming-of-age thing. A lot of people with celiac disease is becoming really popular. I've been baking gluten-free for years. In grocery stores now, they're making it super, super easy to find any kind of gluten-free flour you would need. You can pick up, like, Bob's Red Mill. They make quinoa flour, brown rice flour. This one's actually a pizza crust recipe, and then they have muffins and cakes and everything.
And does it act just like regular flour?
Yep, yep. Gluten-free, it's just basically taking out the gluten, which is why people have problems digesting that. And it's also really another good substitute is using nuts like almonds or coconut flour or something, and it will just makes it easier for people to digest that.
A lot of times people felt like they had to just they felt deprived.
Right,
but if you just get a little creative with it, and you're right, more and more recipes are showing up that are gluten-free and vegan, which still gives you taste. And when it comes to plating something up, again, be a little creative, but it can be very simple. I love this one right here.
Yep, that's my pear Napoleon. I do a white pepper mascarpone and a pear compote. The pears are all local. And then actually that's a gluten-free. I made those cookies with a nut flour, an almond flour, and
I'm
egg.
Have to taste that. Let me just taste this side here. That's really good. I would have never known that anything was different than traditional recipes. Very, very good. So the key is to just ask questions, look up some things, and then talk to your local chefs.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Thank you very much. And you can find out more about Sorrel Restaurant. Log on to our site, greatdayhouston.com. Now, Bill Sadler is with Arturo's Uptown Italiano, and you all are also taking part in the effort to raise money for the food bank. Hi there.
Hello, Ms. Deborah Duncan. How are you doing? Good to see you.
This looks familiar. I've eaten this stuff before in the restaurant. So tell us again, for people who don't know, what Arturo's is.
Arturo's is an upscale Italian restaurant in Uptown Park, and a couple of our dishes for Restaurant Week are the tomato and mozzarella di bufala caprese, which is fresh heirloom tomatoes and buffalo mozzarella. And then we have the shrimp and shrimp and scallop dish with risotto and asparagus on the top.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where Italy has so many varying degrees of food that oftentimes we think it's just, you know, the spaghetti and meatballs, nothing wrong with that, but there's northern Italian food.
So many regions and so many different variations of the same dish.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you very much, and thanks for taking part in Restaurant Week.
Thank you. It's our honor to be here.
And again, again, the reason why you all are taking part in this is...
Because Cleverly Stone pestered us to death.
Yeah, Cleverly Stone, the food critic, she pestered you to death. No.
No. It's a good chance for us to interact with new people, perhaps, and also to give something back to the community who's been so good to us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
All right, after the break, we're winding down our Iron Chef competition. Who will reign supreme with the Spam? Find out when we come back.